Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business, then. Do you see him?
And a statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine. A lawyer is an honest employment, so is mine. Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against rogues and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what it would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation, or I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty hath brought more goods into our locked year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
No reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women.
I
except
already
our
have.
wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Phelps,
1,000
thy
pardons.
observation is right.
So sorry.
We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what it would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation, so I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty hath brought more goods into our locked year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women skate. A good sportsman always lets the end of archers fly, because the free the game depends on. Besides, the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. Was to her I was obliged for mine. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like her we first were taught our evening arms. Her very life in keys when those she tricks us of our money in our hearts. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like her we first were taught our evening arms. Her very life in keys when those she call. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. My God, we round for pride, the trains and reports to private wrongs. The love like law, all was fine mine, and here it must be feeding to our hearts. For her I proved my life, we round for pride, and practice every day to private wrongs. Pursuits of love like law are won by pie, and here it must be feeding to our hearts.
But make haste and you get, boy, and let me friends know what I intend. For I love to make them easy one way or other.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple. But always, for 'tis a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to friends in affliction.
But 'tis now high time to look about me for a decent execution against next sessions. I hate a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gang. Crook-fingered Jack. A year and a half in the service. Let me see how much the stock owes to his industry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold watches. And 7 silver ones. A mighty clean-handed fellow. 16 snuff boxes. 5 of them true gold. 6 dozen of handkerchiefs. 4 silver hilted swords. Half a dozen of shirts. 3 tie periwigs. And a piece of broadcloth. Considering these are only the fruits of his leisure hours, I don't know a prettier fellow.
Hatham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! Back them forward! That man there! Seize him!
What has happened?
A man was killed in the upper balcony!
Oh, my!
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone? No pushing, please!
Order!
Please! We must have
Basil! The man was killed up there! must leave at once.
There's a killer about. I'm staying where it's safe. Order! We must have order! Move! Move! Imbecile! Where are you going?
I'll search it on here. You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.